It's on paper, it's probably one of the best recruiting classes I've had over the last 9 years. It may look like a rebuilding year when you bring in 9 to 11 guys, but I consider it more of a retooling year. When you look at the guys I'm bringing in, 6 of them have significant major junior experience. 3 others are the top 15 scorers in their respective league, and then the last one is locally. Everyone knows him as the captain of the Kingston Voyagers. So on paper, you don't win games, but definitely we're in the right directions of where we wanted to go with this program. When I first started, we had 0 major junior players, and next year's roster is going to have 16. So it's a significant difference for the look of Queens. I'm excited that these guys have committed to me. It shows our program is now respected in the country, and these guys aren't just average players. They're going to be exciting players to watch, and it's going to be a fun 4 years with all of them, that's for sure. We'll start with the guy that redshirted last year with me, Chris Van Laarin. Chris, I'm excited that he's going to play huge significant minutes with us. He's got the added bonus is he knows our system already because he practiced with us all last year. 4-year guy in the OHL, and also he played in what some consider the top league in the CIS, the AUS, for a year in St. Thomas. And Chris is going to be, I've named him assistant captain. It's pretty much a feather in his cap, a guy that hasn't played a game for me, but his leadership, I'm going to name him assistant captain right off the bat. He's not a rookie. He's a guy that's going to come in and, hopefully earn respect from his teammates and be a significant contributor right off the bat.
Being one of the older guys on the team, I hope to, like Brett said, bring some of my leadership skills that I acquired in major junior hockey and the experiences that I took from out east are obviously invaluable, and it's an experience that I'd never turn back on, absolutely. But being from Kingston, I know that I wanted to play for Queen's University from a very young age, and getting a chance to finally do it next year with this group of guys, it's almost like a dream come true. And Brett Gibson with Coach Simmer on the back end, I think we have a great coaching group and a school behind us, which hopefully wants to see a lot of wins. I think anytime you throw on a jersey, especially with a name like Queens behind it, there's a added bit of pressure. Being from Kingston, do I think that adds any pressure? It just means my high school buddies get to watch me play a little bit more than anybody else's. But other than that, I think the only pressure on me is the pressure that I put on myself, and we're expected to win this year, and that's what we want to do.
So next one that I'm going to introduce is Kevin Bailey. Kevin was probably the most sought after goaltender in the CIS this year, and it gave me headaches going to get him, but it was well worth it because we're bringing in a guy that NHL teams are thinking about, inviting to training camp this year. And Kevin, his season this year, I think, can go up with some of the best. He can correct me, but I think he only had 1 loss with the London Knights, and then it was dealt a little bit of a blow, and instead of sulking, went back and took Summerside to the RBC Cup in the final game, and Kevin was named top goaltender at the RBC Cup. Not only is he a great goaltender, but he's a great kid, and he's battled through a bunch of adversity, and it's only going to make him stronger. And he's a guy I see after 4 years here at Queens, he'll be moving on to bigger and better things in the hockey world, and I'm excited to coach him for the next 4 years and develop him, and welcome to him our program as well.
Yeah, played a lot of hockey over the last few years. I don't think probably the strongest point of Queens last year was their goaltending, so I have some big shoes to fill, and if I can come close to doing what Locke did for the team, it was very impressive. And talking to all the guys, he was really well respected, and he's a great goalie. And, I'm going to just work hard and try and take it where he left off, and maybe even more. Yeah, I've been all over Ontario and Eastern Canada the last couple of years, and my mom was happy when I told her I decided to stay 40 minutes away instead of 16 hours. So they like that, and they're big fans of the school, and they supported me coming here the whole time.
How tough was it to make the decision?
You can talk to Brett, and I told him. I contacted him last summer. Queens has always been a really impressive school for me. Obviously, I explored all my options, and like you said, a lot of schools financially do different things, but in my opinion, the degree I'm going to get here will be worth more than that in the long run anyways. So that's more short-term thinking if you accept that. And it's close to home. It's one of the best schools in the country, and I think it's really exciting what's going to happen with the hockey program here. If you go to a hockey program that kind of cuts corners and they end up winning every year, if you win, it's cool. But if you go to a program that's building itself up and you're one of the reasons why they win, that's even more impressive.
Another big win for us in terms of getting local kids to come back to Queens. Anytime you have guys in your backyard, you really have to put your best foot forward. And with this kid here, another guy I started talking to in September, he was someone I really wanted to get into our program, whether it be this year or next year or whenever he was ready. And Chris Grant's another kid that's got significant experience in the OHL. He's a local kid, and a lot of fans got to get to know him really well with Kingston Voyageurs last year. And after some bumps along the way, because he had some adversity last year, I feel he played his best hockey in the playoffs. And it was fun watching that team go on a big run and adding, you know, the leadership of Mike Shug and Chris Grant from that program. I hope the fans follow them from the Voyageurs to us, because this kid's going to be a big part of our program as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've started my junior career here playing for the Bees. I had an awesome year. I played with a bunch of older guys. There's a 908s on that team, and I learned a lot from them. And I took that experience I got with them and took it to Erie for a couple of years there. And also when I was there, I learned a lot from the older guys as well. So, I mean, coming here to Queens, I mean, I am a younger guy, but I know what it's like to be an older guy, so I know what they're gonna expect from me. So I think I can do my best here, and that's why I decided to come.